Okay, so here is a great book to use as an example of how we can boost sales. This is a wonderful, wonderful book. Just looking at it, you got 6 reviews, all 5-star. That's great. And it is a medium content book, so of course there will not be any KDP available. Now the cover is nice and bold. The title has, this should have been capital. Even if it's not capital here, that's just for design purposes. This has to be capital. Anyways, that we can't really change it now. But prayer journal for college girls and teens, scripture with 100+ prompts for today's world. So definitely a lot of highly searched keywords, and the description looks good. Maybe the only thing I would do different is maybe make a space, make a new paragraph here, just so it's shorter, shorter paragraphs. We're gonna look at the A+ content, which is great. What I would do with the A+ content, since this is the color of the cover, I would definitely make one of the blocks. I would make it with the cover as the, part of the image. This is what I do for a lot of my books. I would make like the cover right here really big, and then use a nice contrasting background. Now, whatever that color background will be, contrasting with the book cover background, I would make it the same color scheme in all of the blocks. So you don't have different colors, because when I scroll down like this, there's no consistency in the style of the A+ content. And this also is like, it's just a photograph inside a background. It doesn't look very professional. Also, you can just remove this because it's not Christmas time and people are just gonna think maybe this is only related to Christmas. So we don't want to be confined to a season. Mostly we just want to, number one, show off the inside of our book, but number two, we want to have a style in these 3 blocks, a consistent style. Maybe around Christmas time, I would change it a bit. I would do something a little bit different. But I do want to see if I could find an example of, because this is a competitor. Okay, they have their A+ content is, that's pretty good. I would probably do more, and I would show off more of the inside if I were them. But at least it's an example of style. So their cover is white. So this is a nice contrast. They chose to have purple, which would kind of go with, I guess, some of the colors that are inside the title, and yellow. Those are 2 high contrasting colors, so it works well. They put a little bit of these little motifs because these are probably the same designs or similar to the ones that are on the cover. Now, you can see here there's consistency. You can even choose this in your A+ content. Use certain words that are very characteristic about what your book is doing or offering. But the way they put the colors and the font, that's so important. That font just gives it, that nice fun feeling. So it's for younger people. And then a little bit of copywriting. Now, this text is very important. This text, not only does it have to be copyright in a way that it's actually selling the book, but this is also a place where you can integrate your keywords, more keywords, or the same keywords. You can use the same keywords over and over again. It doesn't matter if you are overusing it. It's okay to overuse it here. But that gives Amazon more of an idea of what your book is about. And again, they're using the same font here, and now they're using the same color here. This little rectangle is the same blue as here, and the purple is also the same purple as here. So there's a repetition of the colors. I would probably have added more inside pictures. And so if I would have added more pictures or images of, maybe the inside of the book, I would use this purple color and repeat it down here. I probably actually would even repeat it down here and maybe use less of this. And that way you have consistency, even if it's not the same color, but these colors go together. So it's just a style. Like, you want to have a consistent color scheme and consistent style. Let me see if I could find another A+ content. Let me see this one. She's looking at the bestsellers. So it's definitely a good topic. They don't even have A+ content. So anyways, this is Survival Guide. So it is actually a book. It's not a low medium content book, but they have several books. Not a lot, but they have a few, and they're all kind of relatively the same color scheme as each other. So that's something to keep in mind if you're going to create other books. So let's go back. I could look at more A+ content, but I hope that gives an idea about how to change your A+ content. Now, the next thing is definitely 6 reviews is great, But since you're in a niche that has a lot of competition, you will have to grow your reviews a lot faster. And the way to do that, again, the fastest way is with a review site like getbooksreview.com. So getbooksreview.com will give you an opportunity to get a lot of reviews, probably like 10 to 20 reviews at least within a month, just by reviewing other people's books. That's definitely the fastest way to do it. The other thing to get people here is you're going to have to get people to your book listing outside of Amazon. Number one, I would suggest creating a Facebook group or Facebook page and sharing a lot of stuff. Definitely every once in a while, you're going to be sharing about your book because you want people to buy your book, but sharing little quotes, sharing things that maybe teens are writing in their prayer journal. There's so many things. I would actually search and see your competitors because they could possibly have either websites or also Facebook pages where they're doing that, and see what they're doing. What are they posting on their social media platforms? The other thing to do, which I would do first, is join different Facebook groups. You could join Facebook groups that are related to parents of teens, especially Christian parents or Christian education. There are so many groups of parenting groups. Maybe there's a group specifically for teens or Christian teens, or how to deal with Christian teens today in our day and age, or college girls, or just even a group that is college girls. So there's all these groups you can join, and you can even tell them, I would love to give you, say, a PDF of my book if you're willing to leave a review. It's a great place to get engaged so you can get people to join your Facebook page. That would be one of the main goals. And then you could start pitching your book. You can start sharing stuff. You can give giveaways. People love giveaways. They love gifts. Give a part of the book for free. Give maybe a PDF version of the book if they buy the book. You say, if you buy this book within this time limit, say in the next week or so, very limited time, you will also get the free PDF of the book, or you will also get an extra something that complements the book. So that would get people love free stuff. So that would get them to buy the book. And then, of course, they have to show you proof. And then you could just send them the PDF. Of course, I would do that with your email autoresponder, so that, it could be automatically done. Also, you want to take advantage and have people join your email list. So those are all ways that you have to take advantage of, all those ways to get people to buy your book. And $7.99 is definitely a very, very, very good price. So I would find ways to think of what would complement this book. What are people actually looking for? What would they love to get if you said, I'm going to give this away for free, whether it's something you can ship or whether it's a PDF, because PDF could be very, very valuable. What is it that they would love for free as complimentary with this book? And offer that, and you will see people joining you and asking for it, and they'll be willing to buy the book just for that free thing that you're giving them. So that is definitely a good way to increase, because everything else looks great. Cover looks great, title is great, description's great. I would work on the A+ content and work on the reviews.